What a day. What a lovely day. Hi, this is Trepacer. Welcome to Trepacer Saturday Reviews. As promised in my vlog that I did this morning in bed vlog, I went to see Mad Max Fury Road, and there's the ticket saw it in 3D. You can see that. Oh, you can see that. Anyway, you can see that. It was kind of blurry. Got a poster. I took the poster after I saw the movie because I saw it, when I bought the ticket. But on the way downstairs, I saw, they had a bunch of posters and stuff on the table, and I took this because I absolutely love that movie. Let me first say that I absolutely love this movie. I had high expectations going in, and boy, did this movie live up to the hype. I mean, it had some fantastic trailers. Of course, George Miller, going back to the franchise he created back in, I think, 1979 with Mel Gibson. And this one stars, of course, Tom Hardy and Charlize Theron in this one. And I'm just going to say, this movie, like I said, my expectations were high for it, and boy, did it live up to it. It was just an incredible film, okay? And, of course, you know the basic story of Mad Max, if you've seen the originals. It takes place in the future, and mankind has basically destroyed the planet, and there's a gas shortage. Mankind is living basically back into the primitive, in a primitive way. And, of course, the big thing that fuels everybody is gas. Okay, and people are starving and stuff. And in this post-apocalyptic future, of course, you have Mad Max, or Max Rotowski, played by Tom Hardy, a man of very few words. And I don't think he said too much of anything in the movie. I mean, he said he doesn't have the usual action star part in this movie. And of course, Charlize Theron, who plays Imperia Ferociosa. Excuse me, I think that's her name. And you have Nicholas Hoult as Nux, one of the, I guess you call them, I forgot they call them, some kind of boys. I'm just going to call them Wild Boys, okay? I think there's another name for them. But anyway, the basic gist of this movie is, of course, then you start the movie off with Max, you see Max is haunted, by his past and not being able to save his wife and daughter. And he's haunted by his images of his daughter. And of course, Max being a man on the road by himself, of course, he gets attacked, and basically captured by these boys who work for him. The guy that's in their region where they are. I guess the guy's name is Imperia Joe, and he's the guy with the skull-like mask on his face and stuff. And they show him being basically put together, almost Darth Vader-like in a way, being put together before he goes to speak among the populace. And like I said, he has his wild boys who basically do all his his bidding. They help guard when Charlize Theron's character goes on her gas runs. The wild boys go with her as protection, and he makes them promises of if they serve him, they get to go to Valhalla when they die, and they're on drugs half the time. And basically Max gets captured in the beginning of the movie, and of course he's captured by these wild boys who basically have him strung up. And of course Charlize Theron is her character is going on a run, on one of these gas runs with her wild boy protection, and where she decides to in the middle of she goes off the path that they're supposed to go on to, and basically like you see in the trailer, she's going on the run, and she's brought five, I believe, I think it's five of them, of the Imperator Joe's wives, and a great, and I think, I don't know if this is on the trailer. No, this part is not on the trailer. You find out why, of course, she's basically making a run with the five brides of this Imperator Joe to hopefully go back to her homeland, where she was from. A place I think they call the Green Land in this movie, or the Green Place. That's where they want to go, of course. And then, of course, she has to battle, other predators that are coming on the road to jump them, and of course her own wild boy protection she has to fight because she's going off the beaten path. And then, of course, Imperial Joe has to come out and get, because he discovers, of course, that his sister wives, not sister, I'm going to say sister wives, not sister wives, his brides are gone. So, they even show you that they even have chastity belts on, I guess, to guard their purity. And you see them going after them, like you see in the trailer, going after them. And of course, and one of the Wild Boys, the one that has Max, which is played by Nicholas Holtz, you can tell he's sort of out of it, and he looks like he's on his last legs. But when he finds out there's a mission to go on, he gets revved up to go out to prove himself. Okay, and he brings his car, and I think they call Max the blood. They call him the blood donor or something. They I forgot the reason why they call him that, but they have him strapped to the car, and they're off on a wild chase. And the thing I love about this movie, because the basic gist of the movie is the brides and Ferosa are trying to get to her homeland to escape Imperial Joe and get to a place where they can be free. And of course, Max is caught in the middle of that because he's basically strapped to the Wild Boy's car, and they kind of converge together, okay, and basically have to battle and stay one step ahead of this Imperial Joe and all his crazy troops and all the other gangs on the road. And this movie is just great because I love the way the Max and the brides come together, and they come together perfectly in a perfectly logical way. Okay, it's not a contrived way where Max decides, okay, I'm going to help these women, and it doesn't happen that way. The way they come together is totally believable, and it's thrilling and just exciting to watch. I was riveted all the way through watching this movie. Like I said, I saw it in 3D. The 3D was okay, and but I was just riveted by the story, and I was just I was riveted. I couldn't take my eyes off it. It was just so good, and Charlize Theron is so great as Imperia Ferosa, who's basically taking these women to her homeland, to a place where she was basically taken from, and she has to contend with these women and continue with Max and all the other people on the road and all the people that are trying to kill them. And she does a really, really great job, Charlize Theron, in this part. And Tom Hardy, I thought, was great as Max. Like I said, he's a man of very few words. He basically lets his actions dictate. But then when he does talk, it's meaningful and it means something. And I absolutely love this movie. And Nicholas Hoult, too. I forgot to mention him, too, who plays Nux, one of these Wild Boys, who actually plays a key part in the movie as well. And I love, like I say, even the women that play the brides, I thought were pretty good. I mean, you don't get that much great character developed with them, but they play an important part. They're not just helpless damsels in distress. Okay, they're essential to the plot, and they help move it along as well. And I absolutely loved it. And I loved all the crazy, whacked out villains and stuff. Imperial Joe looked freaky, totally freaky in that mask and stuff. And even his little, the other Wild Boys and the crazy people he had helping him. He had other allies from other factions helping him as well. And they look totally great. And like I said, and the stunts are insane, out of this world. Okay, I don't know how they did, but the stuntman for this movie should definitely win an Academy Award or something, because the stunts were incredible and breathtaking. And like I said, it had me, sitting up in my chair, riveted, waiting to see what the next great thing will happen. And it was just fantastic. I can't say more things about this movie. I absolutely love this movie. Okay, it's one of the best action movies, one of the best movies that I've seen this year. Put it that way. I'm gonna say best action movie, but just best movies I've seen this year. I put it that way. Okay, and I'm gonna give Mad Max. I'm gonna give Mad Max. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. I thought about maybe giving it an 8, but no, I'm gonna give it a 9 because it really got me interested in the story, and I was invested in it. I cared about what happened to the characters. I love the action. I love the performances. It was just a great, well put together movie. And I heard all the backstories about doing the reshoots and everything else. So I thought maybe this movie wasn't going to be as good as it was going to be. I was hyped for it, but I was prepared to be not as I guess I expected not to be as entertained as I was. And boy, I was entertained from beginning to end. And boy, I just really, really love this movie, and I can't recommend it enough. Definitely go see this movie. You won't be disappointed. Trust me. See this movie. I absolutely love this movie, and I would love to see some more sequels again with Tom Hardy as Mad Max. Okay, just a fantastic movie all around. And like I said, I know there was all these things about this movie being a feminist, you know, which makes no sense to me. Too like feminized or whatever the term is. To me, this is just a good movie. Okay, I don't, that's a bunch of people looking too deep into a movie. Okay, I loved the action, I loved the characters, and I loved what I saw on the screen. Okay, and it was riveting. Okay, and George Miller, fantastic job. Anyway, let me know what you think. If you've seen Mad Max, what do you think of it? Let me know what you think. Feel free to leave comments down below. Like I said, I love this movie, and that's why I got the poster. Okay, I'm gonna take this poster to work, and I'm gonna laminate it, or maybe laminate it and put it on a board. Okay, and just put it on my wall. Okay, because I absolutely love this movie. Oh God, it's just fantastic. It's just great. And I said it before, and I'm going to say it again. What a day! What a lovely day! Just Trepacer saying so long, and take care.